So to help us understand a peer-to-peer fundraising program and figure out what's working and what needs improvement, we use a framework that we call the 7 success factors. And it's really just a way of helping us parse out a program. Now, it's not supposed to be the be-all and the end-all. It's supposed to be a framework, meaning that it oversimplifies some things. But in our experience, these 7 components are pretty much the big ingredients that you need to be successful. There might be some other seasoning that you need to throw in there, but these are the big things. It's 7 things. Strategy, where are we going? Audience, what's the target for this? Ask, what do we want the audience to do? Experience, what kind of program are we giving? Service, how do we support the audience through the program? Data, what are we measuring and how are we collecting that? And then right in the middle, leadership. What's the management system and the value system around the whole program? So the first success factor is strategy. And there's a few things that we mean by strategy. The first is within the program itself, what's the purpose of this? You know, it sounds obvious, but often programs get into trouble because they're trying to do too many things. So for example, a program that's designed to acquire new constituents should be constructed a lot differently than a program that's designed to help existing constituents fundraise more. Just getting clarity on what the program is trying to do is key. And a quick rule of thumb is you can only have one top priority. So all of the things that you want this to do, you want it to raise awareness, create new constituents, fundraise, pick one that's most important, and then we can construct something successful from that. But there's a second layer of strategy that's about where does this program sit in the overall portfolio of the organization, right? So the organization does a whole bunch of different things. They do program things, they have fundraising programs, they have advocacy programs. How does this program fit? Does it overlap things or conflict with other things that we're doing? Or does it complement them? So we take a look at that too and make sure that it all works together. And then finally, at the broadest level, where do we as an organization sit in the entire space? So every organization has groups that are either competitors or complementers that do a lot of what we do, right? Well, the idea is not to have competition. So the key to strategy is what's called positioning, figuring out where we sit in relationship to everyone else. And ideally, we want to sit in an open space because we don't want to be competing with other people. So for strategy, at the end of the day, the takeaway is what's the top priority of the program? Spend some time trying to define what that is. And remember, you can only have one top priority. You can't have a tie.